This video is sponsored by Skillshare. Hi guys! If you're new here, my name is Aura, and in this channel I make videos for aspiring doctors, and I also like to vlog about my life inside and outside the hospital. But for today's video, it's gonna be different because I just want to take you behind the scenes. I want to show you what it's like when I edit my videos, how I create these effects, these transitions using Keynote and iMovie, and also how I create my thumbnails. You know what? No one really requested for this video. I know it's a bit unusual for my channel to have a tutorial like this, but still, I want to emphasize that number one, there are so many skills that are not going to be taught inside the classroom but are still useful and kind of expected, especially in this modern age. So it's up to you to acquire those skills and become self-directed in your learning. And number two, I want to encourage you to make time for your creative pursuits. I hope you still stay in touch with your creative side and learn new things outside your field and find a way to apply what you learned to your everyday life. But if you're really just here for the tutorial, then let's get started. I want to start by showing you how I make my thumbnails. So if you notice, I have a template already, and at one glance you already know that it's my video, and they're color coordinated based on the playlist, the category of the video. I use Canva. Canva.com is free. I use it for most of my social media posts. I don't have Photoshop anymore because this is just easier. This is the original template. This is just a rectangle. So for the text, I use this Bebas New. It's very simple, and if you wanna change how it looks like but still use the same font, you can just change the spacing like this. So at least the design is still uniform. And for this, I use Playlist Script. That's also a free font. And then I just duplicated this whole thing and changed the colors, but still follow a kind of color scheme for my other thumbnails. So now I'll create the thumbnail for this video. It's gonna be under Aura's Corner. We can delete this and oh whoa, or should we use this? I don't know. Fine, let's use the smiling one. Just gonna, this is just a screenshot, and then I'll send it to back. Ta-da, easy. So this part is the trickiest because I have to make sure that the words will fit per line. How I edit videos and thumbnails. Okay, so that looks kind of awkward, so maybe I'll add, oh yay, how I edit my videos and thumbnails. Behind the scenes. I'm not really into clickbait thumbnails, but maybe I'll learn how to do that eventually. So done, and then I download it as PNG and I'm done. So yeah, I use Canva to create my thumbnails and other social media graphics. And if you're not a designer but you want to learn how to use Canva, then there's a class on Skillshare. It's just 23 minutes long, but it's packed. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for creative and curious people. So these are just some of the other classes that you might like. Along with the video lessons, there are hands-on projects and feedback from the community so that you can really learn better. Most classes are under 60 minutes, so you can work at your own time and pace. It's also more affordable than the traditional in-person classes or workshops because at just $10 a month for an annual subscription, you get unlimited access to all these classes. And I think this is a perfect way to start 2020 because this year I urge you to explore new skills, deepen existing passions, and just get lost in creativity with Skillshare's online classes. You'll be surprised at what you'll find interesting. So go ahead and try it. Join using the link in the description so that you can get 2 months of free premium membership. Okay, so going back to the tutorial, now I want to show you how I edit my videos. I only use iMovie. It's free. Some people don't like this because the features are very limited, but if you're resourceful and creative, there's a loophole. I make all my animations on Keynote, which is like the PowerPoint of Mac, so it's free also. And then I export it as a video and just use it on iMovie to make my animations. So for example, let's go to Keynote. You can create shapes like this line or this circle, and I make sure to just use one font and like 2 to 3 colors per slide. Okay, so I'll show you how I animate this slide and make it look like this. All right. Whoa, I'll show you how to do that as well. So for these two lines, just add an effect. I think I use move in, but we want that to move from top to bottom, be done in like 0.5 seconds, and this one from bottom to top, 0.5 seconds. And then I want this to have this effect, typewriter. That's too fast, so make it like 2.5 seconds. And then this, my favorite is pop. 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 Now we want to change the order. Make sure for these two lines, you can just drag this up, and also so that they all play together. You just drag that up, and then you want it to start right away with build 1 and pharma, with build 1 also. And then the basic medical subjects, I want not on click but after build 3. And then this one is with build 4, that's build 4, but we want to delay it for like 0.5 seconds, I think. And then this one also delay it 0.5 seconds, something like that. So let's preview. Okay. Oy, pangit. So we want to delay this pala like 0.7 seconds. Yes. So that's how you animate it. Just experiment with the features, and it's all about changing the timing. For this slide, I removed the animation of all the other elements. It's just this white circle and white box that are animated. So for example, there you go. This one is just scale big, and then this one is scale up, and I made sure that they get played at the same time, and when you preview it, the effect is rather nice. Whoa. Yeah, so what I do with these two is you can export file, export as a movie, and then it's just slide number 34. So you want slide 34 to 34, go to next slide after around 5 seconds, go to next build, 0 seconds always, and then next. So I just type any any letters there. So that's the movie file. Now we can import that on iMovie. So for example, I'll put it here, and that's the file. So that's this file. It's a video already, and I just drag it down here. After that, if you want an added effect, you can also adjust the opacity, make it slightly more transparent or opaque. And then this is the finished product. Ta-da! So as you can see, it's so easy to make an animation on Keynote and transfer it to iMovie. And then for my end screen, pretty much the same principle, but this time I'm using a green screen. So this is a green background, and I just put in all the elements, like there's a text here, there's a big shape here. You can use shapes with different borders, and then a lot of layers of text here. Yeah, so that's how it looks like when you break it down. And there's a complicated animation and timing here. But again, same principle, just make sure to time them the way you want it to appear on the actual video. So for example, this is how it looks like, right? When it's playing already. So it's all automatic. I'm not touching it. It's timed, and then something like that. The order is, yeah. A lot of trial and error involved. I'm not gonna show you anymore the step-by-step on how I created this, but just so you know, this is possible on Keynote. And how I use this on iMovie is, so for example, I export that file the same way I did a while ago. So now let's go to iMovie. So for example, this is a video that I'm currently editing. It's not yet done, but let's pretend that it is. And I'm gonna import once again my end screen. I think it's this file. Yeah, so I just drag this down here and then click here, make it green or blue screen. Ta-da! It becomes transparent like magic. That's my favorite feature here in iMovie. This is how I put elements or shapes or text with different fonts and animations on my videos. I use the green screen feature. And then since my face is kind of being covered by the shapes here, I just click on this clip and then I can crop it in a way that my face is mostly on the side. So like that. Well, zoomed in. So I guess that's better. Yeah. So that's how I make all these effects on iMovie, and you can do the same. I know I can just upgrade to more professional video editing software and I can do things easier, but I like being resourceful also and making the most out of what I have. So again, I hope this inspires you to really pursue your creative hustles and level up your communication, your presentation skills. This is really just a hobby of mine ever since I was a kid, and I'm glad that I'm still able to do this even as an adult, as a doctor. And if I helped you in any way or inspired you to also start creating, then please click the thumbs up button and let me know in the comments if you want to see other videos like this. Let me know if you'd be interested. I'm gonna create like a social media masterclass for healthcare professionals. I don't know, something like that. But for now, I'm inviting you to join the Facebook group Aarte Pa Ba so that you can help me create my future videos and give me suggestions as well. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you again to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Let me know which classes you pick, and I'll see you guys next time.